Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jenny. I'm Moonlight Lady 1111. As you can see, I'm back with another pick a card reading for you today. Excuse me. The title of this reading is well, it's a career reading. Okay, so we're going to be looking at where you're at the moment and any advice or things you need to know moving forwards. And then I'm going to look at like what skills you've got on your side as well. So I have pre-shuffled, as you can see, and yeah, so this is a career reading, so it's not really like what job should you do or what's coming next, because it's like a lot more overarching than that. It might include those answers, it might include something else, I don't know. Okay, but it's a career-based reading as requested by one of my viewers, so thank you so much for requesting that. Yeah, I'm gonna just crack on if that's all right with you guys. So we've got 3 piles here, as you can see, and then we've got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So you'll see, if you look in the description box below, you'll see that there are timestamps you can click on to take you to your reading if you wish to just skip forwards. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pick our piles now. So get rid of these bits. So what I need you to do is take a big breath in. Hold it. And then let that breath go. Ignore numbers and colours and things like that. Just see which pile calls to you. I'll just give you a moment to do that. Okay, that should have been long enough, so I'll pop these piles over here. I've got pile number 3 there, pile number 2. I have left these cards out overnight, so I'll just clear the energy of the table. And we'll start with pile number 1. Okay, hi pile number 1. You chose this pile, so let's see what we've got going on for you today. As I said, this is a career reading, so I've got the Tarot of White Cats up here. Can you see that? I need to get a bigger camera set up, sorted out, I think. Anyway, so we've got Tarot of White Cats up here, and then underneath, that's going to tell me like where you're at the moment. Okay, I can barely see the screen. Yeah, you can just about see that, can't you? So we've got Tarot of White Cats, tell me where you're at the moment. Underneath that, I have got the Urban Tarot. Okay, and then that's going to tell me what do you need to know, what advice is there for you regarding this situation at this time, things like that. And I've got these archetype cards here. Can you see them? Pull them down a bit. I'm just going to rearrange the camera while I tell you about this, because it's just a little too close. Okay, well, that's a little bit better, isn't it? Sorry, it got a bit wobbly and I had to redo the thing, but we're recording. So, oh gosh, excuse me. Sorry, pile number 1. I'm not getting off to the best start here, am I? Right, okay. So we've got the Tarot of White Cats telling us where you're at the moment. We've got the Urban Tarot telling you advice, things you need to know, things like that. We don't know what's going to come out of those tarot cards, but we'll see when we get there. We've got the archetype cards here as well. They're going to tell me what is going for you at this time. What skills have you got? What do you need to be aware of? And then I've got this little card here just to see what the Forest Fae have got to say about the situation. Right, without further ado, pile number 1, sorry about having a major faff there. I'm going to turn these over and see where you're at the moment. So we've got the Chariot, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups in the reverse. Oh my gosh, pile number 1. I just heard the words going nowhere fast, and that's how you feel about your work life at the moment. You feel like you're going nowhere fast. You're feeling life is running away from you right now. You're feeling really lost, alone, out in the cold, down on your luck. And you kind of feel like the joy has been sapped from your work life. And rather than expecting a miracle, you've kind of given up on expecting absolutely anything at all. So that's a really hard place for you to be. I don't know if you've just lost a job or been fired or something. Excuse me. But yeah, it's like life has come along and kind of flung you in a direction with the Chariot there. Like things have rushed very quickly. And regarding your work life, it is slim pickings. Okay. Anything to add to that, please? Yeah, it's got you really stressed and angry. And you're feeling like a move is imminent. But the Nine of Swords is here in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So you're trying really hard not to be too negative about anything, which is really good for you. You're trying to not worry about things, and you know it's time to take action. Okay. And like I said, movement. So what is the advice for you, pile number one? Or what more do we need to know about this situation? Okay, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant. I don't really read this deck reversed. Can't explain it. It's just the relationship I've got with this deck. I'm hearing it's time for you to go it alone, pile number one. We've got the Nine of Pentacles here. It says gain at the bottom. The Hierophant and the Prince of Swords, who's represented by the Hacker. I'm feeling that so this Nine of Swords in the reverse that you had is about like releasing anxiety, and you're ready to take action. And I think that you might have kind of had a bit of a small business idea or a business idea. We don't need to call it a small business. It's just a business. But you're thinking of going self-employed. You're thinking of like going it alone, and you've never done that before. And that's why you're a bit anxious. But at the same time, you've kind of been put and flung into this situation. And you do feel like there is no solution in employment anymore. Like it felt secure, and then this happened. And you've felt really, really let down. And you've been thinking, well, if I was my own boss, that wouldn't necessarily happen. You're not going to fire yourself, and you'll be able to see how things are going. Nine of Pentacles is all about being strong, independent, positive and chill, and having everything that you need to take care of yourself. You can see this woman's here. She's treating herself to a spa day because she's got the money and the means to take that time out to look after herself. And it talks about individuality, standing on your own 2 feet. And then we've got the Hierophant here. And he's all about discipline, hard work, and showing up every single day. Which is what this is saying to me. The Hierophant is like a bishop. So you don't just enter the clergy and become a bishop. You have to work and work and work and be really dedicated. So this to me speaks about discipline and dedication. And as well, this Knight of Wands it's about movement and it's about action, but it could well be that this Knight of Wands is holding the spark of a new idea. And then we've got the Prince of Swords here with the Hacker. It's telling me that like this is computer based. It's a computer based project. I'm just noticing in the background we've got a sword on one, and it's like the air sign there. So it's all about thinking. You're going to be using your mind to work on something going forwards. Wow, this is actually a really great reading for you if you're in this kind of, you got put in this sticky spot. I'll just pull another few cards to see if we can enhance on this. But yeah, if you've been thinking about that business idea, this is the sign. This is like totally a go for it. And you can't just half commit. You've got to fully commit to the idea, okay? I don't know if you're on job seekers at the moment or anything like that, but, you know, it's not a case of get a part-time job and do this at the same time, which, that just came out of my mouth, but to me sounds like a bit, like, difficult advice to swallow. But, look, there's the Knight of Wands again. We've got the rock star with this one, right? This is about rock star energy. This is like Does the rock star second guess themselves? No, because they're an effing rock star, right? So this is what this is saying to you. It's like, don't doubt yourself. Don't go looking for 10, 20 hours a week somewhere and do this as a side hustle. It's all or nothing, and it's time to give this your all, okay? Regarding career, whatever it is, you've got to go full throttle. And the reason I was saying the job seekers thing, if any of you are unemployed right now and wondering about job seekers, like, I'm hearing that the law is going to be on your side in this. Like, if you're having to claim benefits or something like that, speak to the people you're with. Say, I've got this idea. I want to start this business. Because if you need a bit of money to start it up, or you need support while you get off the ground, I'm hearing that that's the right thing to do. And they will do right by you, okay? If you're putting the work in, you will reap what you sow. With that justice at the bottom of the deck there. We've got Prince of Discs, day trader, and then Nine of Swords here again. Yes, you're worried, and you're probably sat there thinking, how on earth am I going to start this new business with no part-time job, with not even a little bit of income? I don't know the answer to that. You've got to have faith. It's all about the hustle. You know, we've got these two princes here, the day trader, the hacker, the rock star. You've got to get online. You've got to get researching this now, and you've got to be committed. I'm hearing that this is an idea that you kind of feel like this can't fail. You know, like this is not an option to fail. Yes, you've got that anxiety there because there's a lot of energy surrounding this. You know, this is your job. This is your life that you're talking about. But Prince of Discs, day trader, that's about money. That's about the trickling of money coming in from the off. So you might need some external support to get you off the ground with this. But like I said, doing the right thing is going to get you there. I'm hearing that it's time. You've got to go for it. This Knight of Wands is here twice, telling you to rush in. It's time to move. Okay. Whew. And what skills have we got on your side? We've got Servant. Light attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. And the shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Wow. Wow, if that doesn't resonate with what I've just been saying, I don't know what does. Yes, I know you're down on your luck at the moment. You're thinking, how can I start a new business with nothing? You need to hunt it out. The right thing to do is to, I'm hearing like, go to the authorities, whoever the authorities are where you are. If you say, I'm unemployed, I'm down on my luck, can I have some benefits to get me started? You know, enough to pay your rent and your bills while you put all your time and energy into this new business. It's the way you get that balance back. And then we've got Mystic. Light attribute, revels in intimate union with the divine. And shadow attribute is delusional rapport with the divine. So for some of you, this could be like a spiritual business that you're thinking of starting up, or a spiritual service. It could also be like this servant thing here. I'm not sure what it is. You know what your idea is, but it's telling you that your faith in the universe, the faith that you have in this idea and the connection you have with the divine is going to let you, not let you, is going to facilitate this forwards movement, okay? It's going to facilitate this drive, this passion, because you believe and you know it's right. And you've got the Hierophant here as well. Extremely spiritually connected, extremely spiritually driven. It's not just that you've had this spark of an idea. There's something in this that makes you feel like this is your calling. You know, everything happens for a reason, and that's why, yes, the anxiety is there about have you got it in you to keep this going, but as long as you're seeing yourself as a servant to your own business, you know, you're not the boss yet, you're going to be like your own underling. You have to do absolutely everything. But your faith is going to drive this. That faith is going to feed that discipline that you need, okay? Let's pull another one of those. Don't be delusional about the amount of work you've got to do, though. This is not going to be easy, mate. But you know that. And you're going to reap those rewards. You're going to hustle, and then all of a sudden you're going to be like, yep, I'm there. Okay, we had 3 drop out there. Fool, fearlessly revealing emotion and helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. You've got to keep that sense of humour up. You, pile number one, you have got a great sense of humour, and you're going to have to use that to liberate yourself. And then we've got visionary. Like, this is a new idea that nobody else has done, okay? It says, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. This is the thing, you feel like this is your calling, but it's also the right thing for you to be doing right now, because it is going to help serve others. It is going to help other people get connected with their own divine self. Shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So be that visionary, keep your vibe high, and this path is going to open up to you. And we've got saboteur there. So this is like skills and awareness that you need to have on the go. That anxiety is going to be the thing you have to be aware of that could potentially pull you back. The light attribute of the saboteur highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes that it could bring to your life. So there is a small part of you that doesn't doubt this, but just thinks, have you got what it takes to complete this thing? And the shadow aspect induces self-destructive behaviour or the desire to undermine others. Now, we all know that if you're starting out on a small business, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be stressful. The anxiety is going to be the sabotage, but it's time for you to move. 2 Knight of Wands, time to move. So what have the Forest Fae got to say about this? We've got the Troll Fae. Follow the secret signs, as treasures can be found where you least expect them. So you are receiving signs about this as well. You know, like, I feel like this is not news to you. This is an aha moment to you. This reading is like, oh my God, I've been seeing signs everywhere, and now I've literally just had this reading telling me to go for it. On Monday morning, I am calling whatever day you're on. Maybe it's tomorrow. But you're picking up the phone and you're calling to see if you can get yourself on benefits and see if you can get yourself any support for this new small business. Or whatever that means to you. Too many. One more of these, pile number 1, please. Oops, okay, we can have 2. Excuse me. The gnome of mushrooms and buttons. Seek silliness and joy, they are wise teachers. There's that fool energy again. Keep it light-hearted. Or maybe it's a light-hearted business that you're starting. And we've got the Mandragora Mother. Find the secrets hidden in the brambles. So yeah, you've got to kind of hunt out your path now. The next stage of this journey is about seeking, it's about discovery, and it's about pushing. You're on an adventure here. Like, that's how you have to see this. I've just seen a butterfly outside. It's a transformation. You've got to spread those wings and fly. That's the only way you're going to get through this. So hustle, pile number 1. Now is the time. Wow, okay. That was your reading, my loves. I really hope that resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section below. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It really helps me on my journey. If you did want to book a private reading, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. You can click the link below to go to my shop, moonlightshop1111.com. There's some other bits and pieces on there as well if you wanted to support me further, but no pressure. Just like candles and jewellery and things like that I'm making. I'm also starting to stock tarot cards, which is great fun for me. But yeah. Oh yeah, also, if you are into these kind of free readings that I fling out into the internet, please feel free, come follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. I do like weekly posts, regular posts and lives and things like that, so might be your bag. Anyway, pile number 1, I am so freaking excited for you right now, because this is, it's kind of, once you get started, it can't fail. This is the time, okay? All right, pile number 1, you guys take it easy. Bye. Okay. Whew. Clear the energy of the table. And on to pile number 2. Okay, hi pile number 2. So let's get cracking with your career reading. Pile number 1 was really intense, so I'm really interested to see what we've got for you, pile number 2. So we've got the Tarot of White Cats up here. That's going to tell me where you're at the moment, what's going on in your career. Then I've got the Urban Tarot down here. That's going to just give us some info, maybe some advice, maybe what's next in the path. I don't know, we'll see what it comes out with. And then I've got these archetype cards over here. Oh, excuse me. They are going to tell us what skills have you got going on at the moment, what do you need to be aware of, okay? And then I've got one of these little Forest Fae cards as well to see what the Forest Fae have got to say about it. Okay. Oops. Just put these piles face down because that energy is not quite part of this reading. Okay. Just shake the bell one more time. Make sure we know we're on this energy now. Right, pile number 2. What's going on for you at the moment? We've got the Fool in the reverse, the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 3 of Wands in the reverse. These all in the reverse? Okay. So I feel like you're feeling like you're never going to be that financially independent, comfortable person who's got like disposable income every month and that sort of thing. You're really lacking faith in the journey, and with the 3 of Wands in the reverse, there's almost like a level of impatience and a kind of inability to look to the future. It's like you want to make plans, and I'm hearing sell your wares or kind of push things out into the ether, but you're just feeling really stuck and really stagnant about it at the moment. Like, you used to have all this blind faith, you used to be really excited about the prospects of what's coming next, but something's happened and you're worried that, more so that you're worried that you're being foolish with your money. I'm hearing maybe you've made some bad plans recently or made a couple of bad investments and you're just wondering what the hell. Let's see. I'm also hearing with that 9 of Pentacles in the reverse that you feel like you rely on others for their source of income as well as your own. 4 of Cups. Yeah, it's like apathy. You're bored in your job. You can't see the wood for the trees. You're just... everything's a bit negative right now. And I feel like you're constantly comparing yourself to others with those... and you're not realising the beauty of your own heart. That's too many. Anything else about the situation we're in right now? Thank you. 10 of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're just really unhappy in your job. Really unhappy in your job. You want a better team around you. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm just stuffing a big stretch pile number 2. I've got so many yawns and like energy coming through in your reading. Okay, so I don't read this deck upside down. I just never really read reversals in this deck. Okay, we've got the 7 of Cups here, which is debauch in this deck. That's interesting. So the choices in front of you are, you could go anywhere, do anything, which means that you're just stuck where you are. Ace of Swords in the reverse, but it's time for the moment of clarity, the moment of truth. And the 5 of Swords, defeat. You're at risk of making no decisions and just staying stagnant. It's kind of cut or dry for you right now, I'm hearing. So I feel like you've got yourself into this pattern with work where you're not really going forwards or backwards in your career. And so you are probably quite debaucherous with it. You know, I bet you go out drinking, go out partying because you've got that bit of money. So what else would you do? And it leaves you kind of stuck in this rut. And sorry I'm yawning so much, but I feel like it's like you're really bored at work. And this is the truth. Yeah, I think you could be like drinking, gambling. You're not cutting your losses and running though. You're trying to like manipulate and control the situation that you're in at the moment, and it's not going very well for you. Let's see what else we've got right now. I'm hearing if you don't get started with something fresh and new that inspires your mind and switches your brain on a bit more, you're at risk of just kind of dropping further. So how can you... That was a bit weird. How can you do something that feeds your mind? I'm hearing that you've got to cut and run. Like this situation that you're in, if you're wondering about quitting your job, it is time to find something new. The Ace of Swords is fresh new beginning. It's fresh new energy. It's also cutting all the crap out. So there's a lot of things in your life that are holding you back at this time, I feel. And I think you know this. And this Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. And it's like we use this sword to literally ching, cut away all the stuff that no longer serves us. And I'm hearing that as soon as I just said that, you were like, yeah, I do a lot of things that don't really serve me. Prudence, yep. You've got to work hard. If you want things to change, you've really got to start grafting. The Eight of Pentacles is all about showing up every day, doing the thing that you're good at. I think the job that you're in at the moment has got you feeling so meh because you've got a sharp mind and you're not using it. Okay. So the choice that you have to make and how you're stuck, because you've got this sharp mind, you don't really know which direction to go in. You've got to start looking. You've got to start looking at different jobs out there that match your skill set, that match your qualification levels. There is something there. 5 of Wands. We've got strife. Yeah, you've got this turmoil. You're like fighting this idea, but 5 is the number of change, chaos and change, and that's what you need if you want to, yeah, if you want to get through this. Listen, I'm going to take a jumper rather than grab them. Okay, thanks. 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's about the determination, and you've lost that. You've lost that drive. Look at this, the Star and the Empress. You are divinely guided and protected. And you sometimes forget that. There is hope, there is warmth, there is nurturing available to you. So don't fight this. It's like you're fighting this. It's like you're fighting this energy that makes you, you have got the energy in you that makes you want to get up every day and go and do something that you love. But you're not doing that at the moment. So you're just kind of generally angry, but you can have this warmth and abundance and healing and everything like that, and you can do something that you want to do. Let's see what skills we've got here. This is interesting. The Empress and the Father and the Knight. Okay, the Father. Talent for creating and supporting life, a positive guiding light within a tribal unit. And shadow aspects, dictatorial control and abuse of authority. So you really want people to look up to you. You want people to see the work you do and respect it, and you just don't get that where you are at the moment. You don't get that respect, you don't get that fulfillment, and that's not you. You want to work hard, but instead of that, you're debaucherous, you're going out drinking, you're giving yourself all these coping mechanisms because you're unfulfilled at the moment. So you need to find what it is that nurtures your soul. And then we've got Knight. Loyalty, romance and chivalry, a love of honour. Yeah, you want to be honourable, like you want to do the right thing. The shadow aspects, allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, and romantic delusions. Like, I feel like you've got a boss that's telling everyone what to do all the time, and like, it's their way or the highway. There's no room for growth, there's no room for development, and there's no room for fulfillment. And so everyone just kind of goes out and gets on it, and there's this party vibe, and it's pretty toxic. It's toxic to your growth, and it's toxic to your daily life, so you're just going with it and feeling that there's something lacking. What skills? Could we have a bit of a pointer about these skills, this Eight of Pentacles, perhaps? Could you give us a little something? Because they're so stuck in indecision. Is there a skill set that they should be exploring, please? We've got child, magical. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Shadow attributes, pessimism, depression, not believing in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. Well, that resonates, doesn't it? This Four of Cups, this meh attitude. The spirit is saying, the message there is saying that you have to fall in love with life again. It doesn't matter what you do. This is the thing, you've got all these options in front of you and it's leaving you stuck. Choose one of them and embrace it and go with it. The belief that everything is possible. And we've got Queen, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Shadow attributes, becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. There's a lot of energy here about balancing as well with the Father and the Queen. And we've got child again, orphan. Is working with children appealing to you in some sort of way? I don't know. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. And we've got shadow attributes, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation and seeking inappropriate surrogate families. I feel like family is really important to you. Some of you may want to kind of not work as much and focus on your family, and that's totally fine. There's a lot of like authority here. You know, is teaching your bag, is making something your bag, is childcare going to be something that keeps you happy? You can show up every day and help to shape the world of tiny humans. Look, child, divine at the bottom of the deck. We've got judge, we've got hero, heroine, we've got engineer, we've got liberator, and then hedonist at the end. These things are things that can help free you, okay? You've got some choices to make, but choice number one is you've got to shake it up a bit. What's the Fae got to say about it? Walker on the wind. The raven shows the way. Be courageous. Change and chance can bring exciting wonders. Well, there you go. That's your final message. It's time to change. It's time to move. It's time to shake it up a bit. And it's time to go for it, pile number 2. Okay, that was your reading, my loves. I really hope that resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section below. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Sorry, I just picked this up and I just heard you've got to fight for it. If you want to be happy, you're going to have to fight for it. You're going to have to put that energy in. The Knight is fighting battles, okay? The Father is taking over and taking control of the situation, guiding. Call on your spirit guides at this time for a bit of guidance and advice about how to get yourself out of this rut. Okay, pile number 2. That was your reading. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Helps me grow my channel. You can come follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well if you like. I get out regular readings, check-ins, lives, things like that. If you want to book a private reading, the link to my website is just in the description box below. moonlightshop1111.com. Okay, pile number 2. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I'm really wishing you the best of luck with this. Time to just start looking. Just start looking at what jobs there even are out there, and you'll find something, I promise. But move. Okay, mwah, you take it easy. Bye. clear the energy of the table. And on to pile number 3. Okay, hi pile number 3. Here is your reading. I've got the Tarot of White Cats up at the top here. That's going to tell me where you're at the moment. Okay. Underneath that, I've got the Urban Tarot. It's going to give us maybe a bit of advice, a bit more insight into your situation. Maybe tell me a bit more about your situation and hopefully we can channel some guidance. And then I've got these archetype cards up here. This is kind of giving me a bit of a vibe of what your skill set is or what you need to be aiming for. And then we've just got a little card to see what the Forest Fae have got to say about it as well. Okay, I'll just clear the energy of the table. Make sure we know that we're on this reading now. Okay, hi pile number 3. Let's see. We've got Strength in the reverse, 10 of Wands in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Ouch. Everybody's in a bit of a sticky situation at the moment. You've not really had the kind of strength and calm determination that you've needed to move forwards recently. And I feel like you've been carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of other people's burdens. But it's time to put those burdens down now. This stage is nearly over. And you've been feeling ungrounded, like your money's not your money. Like your money has to be responsible for lots of other people. Excuse me. I'm hearing that you could be a mother or a father and that like you're constantly looking after other people with your finances and you kind of want to get that back and so you can be more comfortable and a bit more confident in your own materialism, in your own world, in your own body. Anything else about where pile number 3 is at the moment, please? Page of Wands in the reverse. It's like you want to learn a new skill, but you've just not got it there yet, and everything feels like a battle. Everything feels like a battle. And we got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. There are some big changes coming for you in your career soon. Okay. We've got the Hanged Man, the Kindergarten Teacher, and the Moon. Oh, yeah, I feel like you're stuck in childcare, pile number 3. Like as far as career goes, you're kind of stuck focusing on the building and teaching of others. But you're gaining wisdom at this time. You are gaining wisdom at this time. This Hanged Man, look at this. It's like all the money's just falling out of his pockets. Can you see his credit cards, his coins, his notes, his phone, everything's falling out of his pocket. And I'm hearing it's time to strip it back. If it wasn't about the money, what would you do? What did you enjoy doing when you were a child? Deep down in the depths of you, something wants to come out. I feel like for some of you, being a teacher is like all you want. That's fine. But you got to keep working at that to get there. Look at this, the Queen of Cups came out there. Either way, there's like a period of stagnation going on with you financially, career-wise. Like your career's not really going forwards or backwards at the moment. It just is. It just is what it is. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you do need to keep your eye on the money at the moment. I'm hearing that whatever pennies you've got, put them to one side. It's okay. That's what you need to do. Put some pennies to the side. And you've got to watch the money a little bit at this time because you're struggling. But there is a new beginning on the horizon. And what's interesting is I just had the thought then that, like, you might well find something to do on the side. There's something good coming. I'm just trying to figure out what this feeling is that I've got that's going with this card. So it's like the Ace of Discs is all about new beginnings, seeds of ideas. I feel like growing things, growing people, growing plants. I don't know. There's a strange energy attached to that you need to nurture something. Something needs nurturing so it can grow. Right, what about this moon? What's this deep subconscious telling us about this person's career? What's happening? The devil. Yeah. You're really stressed. You've got the devil on your shoulder. You can't play. You've got these dreams. You've got these hopes. You've got these things that you've always wanted to do. But I feel like you're feeling stuck. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling lost. You're feeling really down and out about things. Whew. And as far as your career is concerned, you do have to watch the pennies at the moment, and you're just going to have to keep looking for something new. You may well have to learn something new with this Princess of Discs here. You might have to learn a new skill, find a new part-time job, do something you've never done before. But that's how you're going to keep the devil from the door. What skills have we got helping us at the moment? Devil addict. Wow, these two together. Like, the devil regularly represents addiction issues. That could be alcohol, drink, drugs, gambling, sex, people, online shopping. It could be anything. This card is telling me that the time is for you to face things head on. The Hanged Man came out there. You're watching all this money trickling away and you're feeling as if there's nothing you can do to stop it. That's just not true. That's just not true. You have got a rein on things. You've got a much better rein on things than you know. And light attribute, this helps you recognize and confront any addictive behaviors that you might have. That includes mindsets, okay? We can get addicted to our own negative self-belief. The shadow aspect of this card is compromises integrity and honesty. It allows an addictive person to have authority over your inner spirit. I'm hearing that some of you are feeling called to a negative place for a quick buck. And you know what that's going to do to you if you get yourself messed up, wrapped up, tied up in these situations again. That's only for some of you, okay? But this is a warning sign that you are thinking about going down this path. And you've got the option to be as wholesome as possible. Look at this lady. She's looking after kids all day. She's painting. She's not falling into these deep, dark depths. These dark depths are here. You know, if people have suffered with these things, it's not like... You could be in recovery, you know. But the thing about recovery is that past is still there, no matter how long it's been, no matter how far down the line you are, kind of sits at the back of your mind thinking, oh, what if I just? But the new beginning comes from looking at this wholesome mindset, being playful and learning something new. And remember this light attribute. This helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. You've confronted this behavior once before. You can do it again. And this is working in your favor. Look at this networker. Enhances unity through the sharing of information. Engenders social awareness and empathy. Shadow attributes is conveys information only for personal gain and spreads fear and falsehood. But the light attribute, you know people. You are really good with people. You're good at talking to people. You're good at getting to know people. And you're good at working with people. I'm feeling like you feel so lost and alone in this situation. And like you're always on the lookout for other people and trying to help other people. But at what point do you reach out to other people and ask... You know, like, I'm feeling like some of you, it's like, can you do your neighbour's gardening? You know, can you do any little odd jobs around people's houses to help them? Sorry. You are a goddess, guys. For some of you, honestly, I got this vibe. Some of you are considering prostitution. The light attribute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So you always have to put yourself first here. Some of you might have been considering dancing and things like that because you are a goddess, like you're beautiful. But it doesn't feel like a positive for you. Dilettante. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional. I feel like... What's this one? Fool. Yeah, we had that before. Honestly, I feel like some of the answers lie in odd jobs in that networking card. Asking people, you know, does someone need their kid picking up from school 3 times a week? Bit of child minding on the side. What's that feminine energy that you've got? You are an angel. People look up to you. The challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. It's about keeping your self-empowerment. You know, like these cards are here because you've been there before and it was dark. You are a shapeshifter. Like whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. But because I think, like I said, I think your parents perhaps, or you're a carer of some description, and so you don't have the time freedom to fit into society's box of jobs. You know, jobs come with time scales and you don't have that. But angel, light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Shadow attribute, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. I'm hearing that for you, pile number 3, we all know that you're no angel, right? But at the moment you are working hard, and it's almost time to put down the burden of all these things you've been carrying for other people, and you're wondering about what does that mean for you. But yeah, you're gonna have to watch the pennies a little while longer. But there is a new beginning coming, and there is going to be money coming in a way. So I feel like it's time to reach out to people and see if you can do odd jobs for them. That's a way to get started. Say someone says, yeah, can you look after my dog, take my dog for a walk for 20 quid or something. You know what I mean? Like those little things that people don't tend to do very often. Those jobs are out there. You know, can you do people's shopping for them? People who can't get out of the house. Those are the things that I'm feeling like you need to start looking into, because it's going to be bitty at first, because you're still getting back on your feet. But this devil and this moon, you know, this is the old darkness trying to creep in, and we don't want that. Look, we've got the North Wood Fae. Take time for hibernation and healing. Yeah. Yep. Big changes are coming, but it's to do with how you deal with yourself, okay? Essentially, your choices are your choices. It's completely up to you what you do with your life, but you've been there before and you don't want to go back. This is the tower. It's the fact that you know you could do something that you've done before that's got you money fast, but it compromised you, compromised your safety, compromised your health. But you're healing now. Forest sister. The moon shines brightest after the storm. This is it. You might even well be in the middle of the storm at the moment. You know, things have changed. Times have changed. Don't push too hard. And we've got hedge guardians. Walk widow shins and seek the land under the hill. Yeah, it's time to be aware of new beginnings, but the Hanged Man was there first. You don't need to rush into anything right now. What you need to do is heal where you're at. And you're doing a fantastic job of healing, guys. I really feel like I have to tell you that. The storyteller. Stories are medicine, strengthening and reviving. This is all about the story that you tell yourself. You're at a stage in your life where you have to put one foot in front of the other. You have to make sure that you're looking after your healing, your heart and your head. Which means penny pinching for a bit, I'm afraid. Career-wise, it's not the time for you to be jumping headfirst into something. It's still about you taking care of you, okay? Okay, pile number 3, that was your reading. I really hope that resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section below. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It really helps me on my journey. If you wanted to book a private reading with me, you can get in touch using the link to my website just in the description box below, moonlightshop1111.com. Please feel free to come along, follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. I'm Moonlight Lady 1111. I get quite regular readings out, lives and weekly updates, stuff like that. Okay, pile number 3. Put yourself first right now. Money is not the be all and end all. You and your health and happiness is more important. Okay, you take it easy. Bye.